People often ask me why I don't trust doctors and scientists, so allow me to explain. Reason number one. Beginning in the 1920s, tobacco companies sought to exploit the public's trust in medical professionals after a huge spike in lung cancer led people to express concerns over the dangers of smoking. The first cigarette company to use physicians in their ads was American Tobacco, maker of Lucky Strike. In 1930, it published an ad claiming 20,679 physicians agree that Luckies are less irritating on the throat. I guess the most important consensus here is the consensus that everybody likes money. Here's another good one. Give your throat a vacation. Smoke a fresh cigarette. Viceroys, filter the smoke. As your dentist, I would recommend Viceroys. Or what about this one? More doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Damn, doctors were really stupid back then. I wonder what people are gonna say in 50 years about our doctors. Reason number two. In 1932, the U.S. Public Health Service and the CDC conducted a study on untreated syphilis in black men. A highly unethical study that's remembered today simply as the Tuskegee syphilis experiment. It initially involved 600 black men, 399 with syphilis, 201 without, all of which were not aware of their participation in the study. Researchers lied to the men and told them they were being treated for bad blood, but in truth, they didn't receive any treatment, not even after penicillin became the drug of choice to treat syphilis in 1947. Although initially projected to last 6 months, the study went on for 40 years and resulted in over 100 preventable deaths. What's more disturbing is local doctors were recruited and compensated to lie to the men and withhold treatment. Autopsy and physician assessments were done at local hospitals, and a number of Tuskegee Institute faculty and staff were involved in the scam. Reason number three. In the 1960s, an increase in heart disease led people to express concerns over the ill health effects of sugar. So sugar industries shut down, sugary products were pulled from grocery shelves, and the government informed the public of the dangers of sugar and saved millions of lives. I'm just kidding. These psychopaths don't care about human life. What they did do was pay researchers at Harvard University to shift the blame of sugar's carnage to fat. The researchers overstated the consistency of the literature on fat and cholesterol while downplaying the studies on sugar. The study that falsely blamed fat and cholesterol for heart disease was later published in the New England Journal of Medicine, and the funding and role of the sugar industry was not disclosed. Big shocker there. Reason number four. In March of 2019, a California man was awarded $80 million in damages after he claimed that glyphosate, the active ingredient found in the herbicide Roundup, was the cause of his terminal cancer. Monsanto was aware of the link between glyphosate and cancer since the early 1980s, when a study done by the company found a statistically significant increased risk of cancer in mice who were treated with glyphosate. The EPA was alarmed by the finding, but Monsanto dismissed the results, saying it wasn't definitive because, get this, a single mouse who was not exposed to glyphosate also developed a tumor. The agency wanted the study replicated, but Monsanto refused. So why was Monsanto able to say no to the EPA, the agency responsible for regulating their products? Well, because pesticide companies quite literally bankroll the EPA's pesticide office. Not only did Monsanto manipulate scientific data and collude with corrupt regulators, they also manipulated the media to gain favorable public opinion on their products. They planted helpful articles in traditional news outlets, they discredited and harassed journalists who refused to parrot the company's propaganda, and they secretly funded front groups to amplify pro-Monsanto messaging across social media platforms. And last but not least, reason number five. In the year 2020, people began questioning the use of masks, lockdowns, and experimental mRNA vaccines as successful mitigation strategies for the spread of a virus. To counter opposing expert opinions, public health leaders and campaigns strategically recruited people with large social media followings to use their platforms to push the unconstitutional public health measures. They danced like circus monkeys, they cried alligator tears of joy for the rollout of injectable Jonestown Kool-Aid, and they turned a blind eye to the neglect of the very vulnerable communities they vowed to protect. It resulted in countless deaths by suicide and delayed medical treatment, doubled poverty across the globe, and ultimately caused the economic collapse of entire nations. So what's the moral here? Scientists and doctors can be bought. Celebrities, social media influencers, and the media can be bought. Everyone can be bought, including me. That's why this video was brought to you by Forbidden Clothes. Check out their website at forbiddenclothes.com and click the link in the description to follow them on Instagram. Use the code WHAT'SHERFACE to get 10% off your fashionable middle finger to the system. Alright guys, if you like this video, please comment and like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Bye!